got in. Here's what happened before I talk about anything else. This dumb bitch, this little Chucky with the yellow teeth, the one that stalks me, literally wants to be in my skin. Her and her little boyfriend, the one that's in love with me, they called Ruby and MJ to try and get tea on me because they know that something happened this weekend. Even though they talk shit about Ruby and MJ because they think that we're not cool. Ruby just said, but Vale has me effed up lying on my name because she was just sitting on live with her yellow ass teeth in her motel room, part 2, saying, I called Ruby and she told me everything that happened. I know that Santos put his hands on Bree. Okay, before I even get into the fucking details, let me say this. He did not put his hands on me. He did not. Okay? So there's no way that Ruby said that, and she recorded the whole phone call because she doesn't trust your ass. So anyways, so I've just been playing the phone call.
That makes sense to you? On a personal level, but yeah, it was just to be honest, I was more so calling to check up on MJ.
Okay, yeah, he left his phone right here charging. I will definitely let him know.
Hi, Zobby's mom.
Okay, well, are you guys cool still, or what's the situation?
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a long story. It's a lot going on. So I think
doesn't sound like she said anything.
As soon as everyone's ready to talk about it, I think it'll get put out there. But I am personally not ready to talk about nothing.
Well, health-wise, everyone's good then?
Yeah, everyone's good health-wise.
Well, I'm not recording this, and I don't have TikTok anymore to fucking try
you
to
know
do
you don't
something
have TikTok like a good boy.
I'm reaching out to see if he's all right, if he could give me a call back up.
I will definitely let him know. All right. Thanks for reaching out.
Okay, and that's the end of the phone call. So that's all. So how is she gonna sit here and say, Ruby, I called Ruby and she told me everything. Santos did this, Santos did that. Bitch, you don't know anything. I just showed the whole phone call. You called acting like a fucking stalker weirdo with your stalker ass man. And Ruby sat there and said, what? We're good. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we're ready. You don't know shit, bitch. Nobody gives a fuck what you have to say if you're not talking about me. Cut it. Cut it. Anyways, but yeah, there is a lot to get into. So to start, let's see. But yes, we did lie Saturday night about, Santos being asleep. That night he was detained in the jail on Avalon, Catalina Island. We did lie because it was just something that happened so unexpectedly, and it was just so, we were so in shock that we were just like, you know what? It's really no one's business right now. So we didn't stream the next day, and that's why we didn't stream. But okay, hold on. I wrote notes, bitch, because I don't want to fucking say anything that didn't happen, and I don't want people assuming things. Wait, hold on. Where's my fucking note? That's not my email. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let me pull this up. But anyways, how was everyone's Father's Day? Is everyone's Father's Day good? I hope that it was, and I hope everyone had a good weekend. I am taking my braids out tonight. I'm doing a blonde wig. I have my co-parenting classes in the morning, and then I see my son this weekend, so I'm really excited about that, and that's the most important thing right now. So, but everyone is safe. Santos never put his hands on me. He did not. You guys, I'm gonna tell you guys everything, but at the same time, everything will come out. I'm actually getting the police report. I just texted. Did I have the screenshot still? I sent it to my lawyer. Oh no, I don't. Wait, actually, it's in my email. I'll show you guys. I'm actually gonna be getting that's me texting the officer. I'm actually gonna be getting the police statement because, I want to be open and honest about everything because my life is so public, and yeah, it's just gonna back up what I'm gonna tell everybody anyway. So it's gonna take 2 weeks for me to get it, but I'll just tell you guys my version kind of. But they said it's gonna take a while, so that sucks. But anyways, I don't really know where to start. I guess Okay, so Friday we went to Catalina. We planned to stream. I'm just gonna say it in order. We went to Catalina, Santos, and this is something we found out later. Obviously, we didn't know in the moment. We're just, shocked. So the night that we get there, it's vibes. We're having a good time. It's beautiful. He's never been there. I remember like having a conversation with him like in private on the boat, and I was like, like this weekend's for you. Like this is for Father's Day to like get your mind off everything. I want you to just enjoy yourself, have a good time. Let's have a good stream. Let's like, make content, like, everything that we love to do together and like travel and just have a good time, sit on the beach, drink some pina coladas. Like, I was just like, this weekend's for you. And I literally like pulled him to the side while we were on the boat on the way there. And I was like, I whispered to him and I said, I can't wait to spend this weekend with you and make memories with you. And he was like, yeah, like I can't wait. And then we get to Catalina and everything's fine. And I guess he's just like so fucking upset about, obviously, like everything that you guys say to people online like affects them. And he's like so upset about everything that people are saying to him about like Father's Day and his daughter. And he gets like really, really drunk to where it's like not like you're trying to like drink and have a good time. It's like you're trying to drink to like really mask what you're going through. And like I noticed that because I've seen that. I've been through that. And so I feel like that's what he was doing. And like when me, MJ, and Ruby talked about it the next day, like we definitely agreed, like, that's for sure what it was. Like he was just, people were saying stuff. It was Father's Day weekend. Everything got to him. And I truly think that he was just trying to find a way to just hide his pain. And I tell him all the time, I'm like, you can talk to us about anything. Like you have to realize Ruby and MJ are your friends. They're so much your friends that they took time away from their kids to spend this weekend with you and to celebrate you this weekend, to make you feel special, to kind of take your mind off things, okay? Aside from that, like, I'm your girlfriend, I love you, and, like, I planned this weekend out, like, in secret because I wanted to do the same thing. Like, I wanted you to feel special. I wanted you to, like not think about all this shit. And obviously, people can only take so much. People can only take so much, I think, and I think it just got to him. And so he got really drunk, and, like, obviously, I want to wait till I get the police report to, like, really go into detail, but without saying too much, I just want to say, no, he did not put his hands on me. The police were called. There was definitely some, like, bickering, for sure, because, mind you, we're all sober, and he's drunk. And he's strong. He's a lot bigger than us. Like, we can't really control a drunk guy. Can you control anyone that's drunk? Not really, right? Especially somebody that's so emotionally drunk. Like, that's the scary part. And so, I mean, we're literally just, like, in our golf cart. He's, like, freaking out. I mean, it was, like, an hour-long thing. We finally get him back to the Airbnb to try and, like, calm him down. Tell him to like stop drinking, like we're trying to reason with him, but when you're trying to reason with somebody that's drunk, it's like talking to a wall. I'm sure anybody who's dealt with that knows that. And so obviously we have a balcony in the back, and there's like neighbors below, and they're having a party, and they're kind of like hearing this, seeing this kind of. So me, Ruby, and MJ, none of us called the cops. I think one of the neighbors ended up calling the cops, or like the patrol that eventually came to check on Santos. Because basically what had happened was, I don't know if you guys saw the video that I posted of our Airbnb, but there was like a cliff, and then there's like rocks and like cactus, and then down below it's like water and like just rocks. It's not a beach. It's not like where there's an entrance to go to the beach. It's literally just like a cliff and like rocks and water. And so he starts to like go down this like cliff, like just wasted, like just, I hate everything. Like I'm like, he's just like, fuck Father's Day, like da-da-da. And he's like going down this cliff, and we're just like, what the fuck are you, like, what are we gonna do? We're like standing there watching, and we're trying to help, but it's like, he's already halfway down. He's like sliding down this cliff, and I'm just like, oh my God, like what the fuck is going on? I'm like, please, like anybody help. I'm like literally freaking out, so I feel like the reason why the cops were kind of called was, one, because they had to like literally rescue him, and then So they sent paramedics and they sent cops along with that. And that's kind of how that happened. But it was just like so scary to see, like, it was just so scary to see him like trying to like, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was upset. He was like going down this fucking like literally a cliff, not a mountain, like a cliffside. And he just, I don't know how, just somehow makes it down to like where the water and the rocks are. And he's just like standing in the water for like 10 minutes. And like me, MJ, Ruby, and like some neighbors and like the guy who, we were staying in a private neighborhood, the guy who like patrols, like the guy who lets you in and out, he was there. And he was just screaming down there like by himself. Like he was punching the water, punching the rocks. He was just like, fuck Father's Day. Like just like all this shit. Like, I don't know. Obviously like he's going through things that he's never been able to like either get through or like express. So like, I think it just finally came out this weekend. So then the cops came, put, you know, the whole DV thing on there. I don't know. I guess it's because, you know, I was there. Me, Ruby, MJ were all there trying to calm him down. There was some shouting. We were trying to get him to calm down, and, you know, he wasn't. And we just felt like the only way to get him to listen was if he spent the night in jail. So that's why he spent the night in jail. And that's why we didn't want to tell anybody. But that's kind of like what happened. And it was just like so, I feel like that didn't even sound as bad as I thought it would. But it was just so almost like I was so pissed for some reason. Even though in the moment I was so sad to see him like feeling that way. Like when your partner is like not okay, you want to help them, and you feel so useless when you can't help them. And it's just like, that's how I felt in the moment. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what the fuck is happening? And I was pissed that he was doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I was so mad. I was like, what are you fucking doing? Like, literally, like, why are you doing this? Like, we were talking about it the next day at dinner, like, with just me, Ruby, and MJ when he was still detained. And we were just like, what happened? Like, where did it go wrong? Like, how did this happen? Like, is there anything we could have done to, like, stop this? Like, what if he did fall onto the rocks in the water? And what if something happened? What if he actually got hurt? So that was just scary to see. And like, obviously we're thankful. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'd rather him spend the night in jail and be pissed at us because he got drunk than know that like he was doing something that really, really could have like ended badly. And we would have regretted that. So, then he gets out, and I don't know, we were just talking about everything, and he was just basically like, I was like, look, like, you're going through things right now. You're going through a lot right now that I don't think even you understand, but I need you to, like, if you love me and you love yourself, you really need to, like, get help. Like, you literally, you need to get help. And so we just decided that, like, since we're going to Texas this weekend, you know, I'm going to go see my son. He has an event in New Mexico that he's going to. When we go to Texas this weekend, you know, he's just going to move back to Texas. I'm going to stay in LA, and we're just going to, like, I wouldn't call it, like, I mean, it is a breakup. It's like we're taking time apart because my main focus right now, like, and this is what Santos wants from me as well, is just like my main focus needs to be my son, and he respects that about me. And so he was just like, okay, we just need space apart so that I can focus on, because I'm going through things too, and he's obviously going through things, and we just need like space apart to heal. And like, I don't know, we're not ending on like a bad term. I wouldn't even use the word end. We're just like taking time apart. We're not going to be like living together and dating, just because, you know, I really like this whole weekend just showed me, like, it just woke me up that like he really, really genuinely needs help for what he's going through, and I need to like focus on Winter, and he wants that for me. He respects that, and I love that he, you know, is making that a priority. It really shows me that like he actually does love me and care about me. And, you know, I hope that, like, my decision is showing him that I love and care about him, and, like, we'll still remain friends. We were best friends before we dated, and we're gonna, you know, remain best friends. And, like, if, you know, we want to get back together later, whether it's, like, months from now, years from now, like, hopefully we can do that. But just right now, we're just not going to be together. We're just going to remain friends. So this is our last week in this apartment. And we're just going to be setting up Winter's room. We're going to build his bed tonight. Everything else came in, so his room's done, and so it's ready to go. So this last week before I go see my son, he's going to help me put the room together. And then when we go back to Texas, he's going to stay there. I'm going to stay here. But we do still work together, and we have some work commitments coming up. So for streams, you guys know that we stream together. So, like, you guys will see us, like, stream every now and then, like, because we already had those planned out, and, like, those are work commitments. So, you know, we have a few streams planned for Texas, the ones we already told you guys about. And yeah, so that's basically really what happened. I don't know. I just feel for him right now, and I just feel bad for all the things people are saying. And it's just, like, a lot deeper than it seems. So yeah, he just needs to heal. I need to worry about my son and heal. And that's just what needs to happen. But yeah, you guys will still see us together every now and then. And yeah, I'm just, you know, my main priority is just going to be my son right now, though. That's what I need to focus on. So that's just a decision we made together. And he respects that. And he, you know, wants that for me too. Because that's most important. That's you know, most important goal that we always talk about together is, you know, he wants me to be able to see my son and, you know, get some type of, like, custody back or whatever. So that's basically what happened. So yeah. Wait, why did I get flagged? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna reset in a second. So yeah, this is our last week that we're going to be in the apartment together, and then we'll be on our way to Texas. I'm going to see my son. I have co-parenting classes in the morning. I'm taking my braids out. I'm getting blonde hair tomorrow. I have my co-parenting classes. I'm really excited to take them. I did offer John to take them with me, but he said that he already took them, but I still did offer him to take more if he wanted to, but he declined. So I'm going to take my co-parenting classes alone tomorrow. And then I'm going to do my hair tonight and the rest of the week until we go to Texas. We will be setting up Winter's room and then just packing his stuff and making sure he has everything he needs when he gets back home to, I think he's going to stay in Dallas for a bit and then San Antonio. So, yeah. So that's basically what happened. Ruby and MJ are fine. We're just a little shaken up. And we're mainly worried about him. So, yeah, I saw a lot of things that people were saying, like crazy things. When he showed that his phone was broken, that actually did not happen this weekend. His phone has been broken because when we were filming with Jack Doherty and Josh Block in Miami, he was like on his phone, like laying down, and he dropped his phone on his face, and he was like, "Oh my God, that fucking hurt." And he was like, "Fuck." And he like threw his phone. And when it hit the wall, it like, there's no damage to the outside. It looks normal. But when you flip the camera, it's like cracked. So his phone has been broken. It just, people are trying to piece together different things and be like, "Oh, Bree broke his phone." Like none of that happened. It was nothing like that. I've literally, and y'all know this, people who have watched me for a long time, I've been in a DV relationship, and I just want to say that that is not what is going on. But yeah. So yeah, he did, this is like this is from his leg from going down the side of that mountain, which is really, really bad. And then just some scratches and stuff, because there was like cactus and rocks and stuff, and it was just like, I'm sure pretty pointy. Yeah. He says like he feels like he like broke a rib or something. I don't know. So he's just been healing up, honestly, and just like taking it easy. And he actually said last night that he wants to try therapy. I've literally never heard a man say that. I was like, wait, what? Usually you have to beg a man to want therapy, right? So I was like, okay, good job. So I'm really proud of him. So he says he wants to try therapy or something. And So I'll help him with that from a distance. But he's out right now getting his phone fixed because we're going to be separating. He usually uses my phone to stream. That's why when we came back home the other night, he was on live with Michonne on my phone. That's why he was showing you guys his phone, because he wasn't using his. So he usually uses mine to stream, but since we're going to be separating and we're not going to be together, he's going to get his phone fixed so that when he moves back to Texas this weekend, he can stream and shit and do whatever he needs to do, because he's not going to have me. So yeah. But yeah, it was a lot this weekend. That's why I was just like, we just need a second. Like, what the hell just happened? Like, what the hell? But, I feel like it brought us closer. It brought us closer in a weird way. So, yeah. Yeah, we're taking a break, but in a good way. In a good way for the better. Because my main priority needs to be my son. And he respects that and he wants that for me. So, yeah. But we'll still be streaming together. Thank you, Lily. Love you guys. Sorry, I just had to not look at the screen for a second because I would have got so distracted and I have ADHD. But yeah, this week's probably going to fly by, our last week. And we'll just see what's in store for us. We literally have no idea. We just go with the flow, just like anybody else does. We don't have a life plan mapped out. Nobody does. You never know what's going to happen next week that could completely, sidetrack you or sidetrack your life. So we just, take it to the chest and deal with it, I guess. So yeah, that's basically what's going to happen. I'm trying to think of what else I needed to say. Basically, there's another thing. Also, you guys remember Itai, right? Okay. So I'm also going through something else because you guys remember when me and Itai were dating at the clubhouse, I had how do you say, obtained a lawyer, right? I got a lawyer during that time. I was doing my consultations. He actually took me to one of my consultations. He drove me there. He was kind of there by my side during the times that I was trying to do my consultations and get a lawyer. I finally found one. We were still dating at that time. Everything was fine. We were not fighting. And when I went to pay my lawyer retainer fee, it said they needed a credit card. I don't have a credit card. So I used his, or he used his actually. He did it for me. I just sent him the link. And so the same day that he paid the $15,000 to my lawyer for the retainer, we actually went to Chase Bank together because we had to do something else. We had to wire someone for a service. So me and Itai went to Chase Bank together to do something else. And I was like, well, we're already here. Perfect time that I can just take the $15,000 out of my account and give it to you because you used your card, right? He's like, yeah. So we stood there together and we did that. And I have the receipts. I found out a week ago that he is trying to dispute that charge, which would mean that he's trying to say that that's fraudulent. He didn't know about it. He didn't consent to it. And he basically wants to be funded back the money. And then I would basically owe my law firm that money again. So that would mean I paid twice for basically no reason. He's basically being a scammer trying to scam. And what sucks about that mainly is, these people are still, I already left that situation because of how poorly they treated me, how they were taking my money, how they were in my accounts, right? And I just wanted to be left alone after that. And then, so when my law firm contacted me, they were like, look, we're going to dispute this, blah, 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 blah. They were like, but for now, we had to put a hold on working on your case because of this until we get it figured out. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So if you guys have any clips of any of that, anything at all, bank, that, lawyers, anytime, not when he paid that, anything, if you guys have clips of that, let me know. Because we are fighting that. And it's just fucked up that he's trying to fuck with my child custody case. Just for what? Just to get some money back? What? What are you doing? I paid you the money. There's records of it. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with that. And I'm just like, these guys are losers. These guys are straight up fucking losers. Trying to do some fraud shit on me. I paid you. Be for real. my lawyer reached out to his dad, to his criminal lawyer, to him. His dad was not as responsive. I'm gonna post basically this whole packet that I have of like all the receipts of us talking to his criminal lawyer, to him, and reaching out to his dad, and how unresponsive they were and things like that. So bank cameras ASAP. Yeah, we're working on. I mean, I should have an answer by this weekend, but it just sucks that like it just seems like it's just one thing after another. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. But yeah, obviously if they, take his dispute and like find it fraudulent, which I'm sure they won't, but God forbid they do, then I would owe that to my law firm again. But my main concern is that there's a hold on them working on my case while they figure it out. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's the last thing I need when I'm trying to do my supervised visits. I have other stuff going on. I need to be able to contact my lawyer and be in contact with my lawyer, because she's actively working on a huge, trial date coming up. Because we have a trial. We have the initial trial end of July, and then we have our actual 4-day trial end of August. So this is coming up fast. So, I want to just have all this figured out. It just sucks. It's not the biggest deal, but it sucks that it's just taking me a few steps backwards. And I don't like that people trying to fuck with me when it comes to my court case. I'm like, no, those guys are losers. Kick does keep some of my streams, but up until a week probably. I don't know. I could try and get it from them. I have to talk to my Kick guy. But yeah, he did wait long. He waited 2 months later. So I don't even know if they'll even do that. I mean, he definitely tried it though. He's definitely trying it. So yeah, those guys are weirdos. Wait, with who? I missed everything. I'm sure someone will. Yeah. I'm sure someone will screen record it. He's broke and needs money to pay rent. He needs some money to fix his fucking right eye. Oh God, he does. Should we start a GoFundMe for Itai? Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys everything that happened, just because, y'all know everything. I don't give a fuck. I've always been an open book. The messy parts about my life, the non-messy parts about my life, it's all been a mess. So yeah. But I'm gonna miss Santos, and who knows what the future holds. They're just losers. It's not even that they're scammers. They are that. And she goes, you don't have 15K. It's not about that. I don't think you're understanding. So let's say you paid something. Okay, I don't even know how to explain this. All right. Let's say you used your mom's card to pay your lawyer $15,000. And then your mom didn't like you one day and was like, actually, I didn't approve that. All right. You already paid your mom that, right? Because you used your mom's card. You're like, I'll pay you back. All right. You paid your mom back, right? You used your mom's card. You paid your mom back. Now your mom's like, I never did that. So now let's say they're like, oh, well, if they find it fraud, which I'm sure they won't. If they find it fraud, now you pay again. Does that make sense? Now they give him the money back. They give your mom the money back. And then now you got to pay that again. So it's does that make sense? I'd be paying it twice, even though I already paid it. It's not about the money. So if you're not getting that. So yeah, anyways, yeah, but I hope everyone had a good Father's Day weekend. Yeah, because I gave him the money, exactly. But that's all documented, and so yeah, that guy's he's just a piece of shit. He just hates his life. I don't know. Yeah, Ruby and MJ have been amazing friends during all of this. Oh my God, I was like, where's Chrome? Yeah, we are gonna be just taking time apart, honestly. And we'll still, I'm gonna stay on this account because this is originally my backup, and he'll just keep using his main account. But yeah. For the remainder of the week, we're just going to be finishing Winter's room and then packing up his stuff. So I'm going to keep this account for now. We're still going to I'm probably still going to even post on his Snapchat, our Snapchat that we share. Yeah, we're still best friends. We're not ending on bad terms. This isn't a big bad breakup. We don't hate each other. We don't want to bash each other. There's nothing to say. It's just he has stuff he needs to deal with, and he needs to prioritize that as well as me. I need to prioritize my son, blah, blah, blah. We still work together, though. You'll see us on streams together. You'll see us live together sometimes, like battling each other. I don't know. We'll be separated. We won't be living together. So it's just what needs to happen. Like, we're both grown adults who need to get our shit together. That's it. And we want that for each other because we love each other. Business partners. Let's live together. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. He's not. He's going back to, I think, San Antonio. No restraining order. No. I believe he said he's going to go to Dallas for a bit and then go to San Antonio. No, you're his little chihuahua. I know. I'm Chloe and he's Poppy from Beverly Hills Chihuahuas. I know. I'm going to miss my Poppy. But yeah. From me, I'm scared. Yeah, some stuff was thrown around while he was drunk, of course, like, for sure. I think that's why they had marked it as DV, because I know a lot of, obviously, if you've been through situations like this, DV is either two things, like, legally it's two things. It's touching someone or touching someone's stuff. So that's basically what it was. Esma and Kronk, ha ha ha. Ash Trevino be all over him. No! I have messages from the security guard from yesterday. I didn't even believe them. Wait, what security guard? I'm late. I missed everything. What, girl? How the hell? Yeah, I mean, we have other things to focus on right now. Our relationship is just not the main focus right now. We're going to remain best friends, though. No, Brie and Santos are the two chihuahuas. Oh, my God. That's funny. He'll be back on live. I feel like I word things better. Okay. Santos, I love him to death. He is so cute and perfect, but he overstimulates me and himself. So it was better that I explain this so that I can say it like all in one breath and calmly. And he'll just be like he's just, y'all see him on live. He's like trying to do 10 things at once. Okay. He cannot explain any of this. And he doesn't mind me speaking for us. And so he'll probably be back on live as normal. And also, like I said, he's going through stuff, and a lot of the comments hurt his feelings. So I'm a little bit tougher. I can take some comments. I've done it for a very, very long time. I know for him, though, like, stuff does get to him. So I just told him, like, just focus on what you need to do this week. Don't be online too much. When you eventually start getting online again, just, don't worry about what people are saying. You know the truth about everything, and you're doing what you need to do to better your life and better yourself, and that's all that matters. So, yeah, still Team Santana. Yeah, he's so young, too. He's so young. No, obviously, it's always Team Santana, yes. Duh. Yeah, I'm going to be back on Kick. We have some Kick streams planned still with Ash, the Corpus Christi stream, Janelle Evans. We have all that planned still, so we're still going to do all those together. We're going to see Jack Doherty and Christy this weekend for something for work, so we'll be streaming. He's out fixing his phone, not because I broke it, because I see y'all saying that shit, because I already explained it. Yeah, he's out fixing his phone. He's not going to be able to use mine after this week, so he needs to fix his. So yeah, that's basically everything. I mean, we'll still be doing some content together sometimes. We just need our space. I need to really make my son my priority 100%. And I think this was just a wake-up call. And I appreciate that. I don't mind being snapped back into reality. Like, I'm just like, okay, go time. So, yeah. Got my parenting classes tomorrow. No more kidnapping classes. Now they're parenting classes, co-parenting classes. I took my kidnapping classes. I passed my kidnapping classes. And now I will pass my co-parenting classes. And I will be the best co-parent ever. So, hi, Chrome. So yeah, that's what we're doing the rest of the week. We're lit. And I got some fun stuff planned for winter next week. I'm doing my visits a little differently than I did last time because I barely started doing supervised visits. This is my third time doing them. So I'm just trying different things every time. Like the first time was in the center, and then the second time was in my hotel, which it was all right. It was interesting. I mean, how comfortable can you feel when you have a stranger staring at you for 4 whole hours straight and you can't be on your phone? So yeah, that's very interesting. So this time around, I'm actually not going to be doing my visits at where I'm staying. I'm going to be doing my visits out in like public. I'm taking Winter to like different like indoor playgrounds, stuff like that. I just feel like the time will go faster, so I don't feel like fucking awkward, and it'll just like, you know, now that he's really fully on walking now, you know, he'll just be running around having a blast, and then he'll go back to his dad tired. So that's perfect. That's fine. And then I can experience him running around because I never get to see that. So I'm going to, you know, yeah. No, we're going to be emotionally unavailable. We're going to be emotionally unavailable to other people. We're just taking a little break from each other. We have things we need to worry about. We don't, yeah, that's just it. But yeah, I'm going to keep doing my get ready with me videos, my cooking videos, my day in the life of a mom with supervised visit videos, which everyone's so mad about. I'm sorry. It's true though. That was my day in the life. And I am a mom with supervised visit. That was my day in the life. I didn't lie about anything. So yeah. Me and John, do we get along? Sure. Yeah, we get along. I don't know. I don't know if that will ever be normal. I think it's always going to be so sassy. I don't know. I'm not going to do my visits with my mom. I'm doing them by myself this time. So, yeah, I'm just trying out different things. Obviously, our main goal is to not be on supervised visits. But, you know, I take what I can get. And I cherish the moments that I have with Winter. So, yeah, I'm just trying out different things every time I have them. So yeah, we're gonna do some indoor playground. I found some cool indoor playgrounds in Dallas. Just a bunch. I'm like, damn. Hi, Chrome. Wanna say hi? Nosy. Oh my god, you're like falling through the crack though. Ew, why does your breath smell like that? Ooh. Ooh, is that your butt or your breath? Jesus. Never mind. Get off. So yeah. So yeah, we'll probably post some more videos together tomorrow. Yeah, me, Ruby, and MJ we're all good. There's no beef, there's no drama. Like I said, if anything, this weekend brought us closer together. Will we be traumatized to ever go back to Catalina? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to run that stream soon though. So maybe we'll do a redo. We'll stay in the same Airbnb. Just maybe no liquor this time. And maybe not on Father's Day. All right? So, yeah. But I was, also one thing, what do you think about living alone again after a while? I mean, I don't know. I'll just have you guys like, hey, I'm just going to be like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't been alone for a while. I don't know. It'd probably be like the first time when I was pregnant I was by myself. Oh yeah, I could have Mia over. But then she's gonna have her boyfriend. I'm gonna be like, I'm fucking third wheeling. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah. It'll be fine, I think. I'll just go to the movies. I like going to the movies. I'm getting old. Who says that? Oh my god. I'm not cool anymore. What the hell? Movies, girl, what the fuck? I used to say the club. I'm growing.